He was really excited to turn something in, but no.
I'll wait.
All right, so this speech is called Two Things, and I've been giving this speech since for years. So they're my end of semester speech, and you can tell it's old because back in the day, PowerPoints and televisions were square, computer screens were square, and PowerPoints were square. That's how old this PowerPoint is, right? So I've changed two things since then. The first thing I changed is this one right here. This I started doing when I was teaching at Drake, and they're a bunch of rich, whiny, constantly triggered kids, white kids. So blatant sarcasm with a side of truth. Also, if we're being completely honest, this has been a rough, and we're all friends here, it's been a rough Tuesday, Thursday afternoon if this troubles you. So that's my content trigger warning. So, all right. Two things. There are two things that should be on everyone's list when it comes to considering a romantic partner. Does anyone have any guesses on what those things are? And I'm gonna write them down. And I have had one time, you usually get you usually get onto part of them, but only one time has somebody got the exact words for both of them. Yes, go.
I'm gonna say love and honesty.
Love, okay. Honesty. Love. Honesty. What else we got?
Values.
Values.
Family.
Family.
Respect.
Respect.
Just a nice, genuine person.
Nice. Genuine. What else we got?
Are they like working towards something in life?
So
Goal oriented, yeah.
let's see here. So far you haven't gotten close on any of these. I know. I'm sorry to tell you.
Are we hot or cold?
You're not. These are not bad things. They're just not the things that I'm going to share with you here. And I'm going to tell you a story, and then you can see if maybe you can get some guess again. Are you guys ready? So,
Ready.
do you have any other guesses?
Passion.
Passion. What else you got? Looks.
Looks.
Okay.
Attraction. Yeah.
Attraction.
Ambition.
Mm-hmm.
Ambition. You guys came up with way more than the other class. What else you got?
Provider.
Provider. What now? Oh, you got another one? Okay, so you're kind of close on three of these, and it was the last ones you said, which are right here. So that's kind of one of them, and then this is kind of one of them. Kind of. You didn't get the exact words, but I'll get to it. So, all right. So, are you guys ready to hear a story? Do we have time for a story?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know how this picture of my flooring ended up in here, but there's Walter enjoying my new flooring. I don't know how that ended up in this slide, but there it is in this presentation. So, when you're younger, you don't have to be particularly serious about who you're romantically with. So this is me in high school. That was my best friend Josh. This is me back when I was able to do fun runs before I broke my ankle, and so now I do bicycling and elliptically. But when you're young, you don't really have to be that serious about who you're romantically involved with, because chances that you're going to be with them long term when you're making big decisions like home and children and finances are small. Oh, there's another picture of my flooring. So you're wondering what's all these towels? They would bring the appliances out here. I would clean the appliances, and I left them here to dry out. So anyway, another picture of my flooring. I don't know how that got in here. Well, who knows? Micaiah has met my parents. This is my dad and my mom. And my mother was previously married, and actually to a DMAC instructor. He wasn't a DMAC instructor while he was married. She was married to him. Some people around here still remember him. But they divorced. She had my brother with him, and when she remarried, she's told me that she had different needs and priorities when she married John than she did when I married my dad. So, and I've never met John. So that's that. Oh, another. This is what the flooring looks like in the boxes. I don't know how this got in here. Just so that's that. Anyway, this is my brother. He's 11 years older than me. This is his wife Susan, which is strange for everyone except everyone because her name is Susan Hayes. My mom's name is Susan Hayes. So his mom and his wife are both Susan Hayes. So there you go. Anyway, when she was previously married to Al, and when she remarried, she had to be a little more serious about who she's with. My brother earns quite well. He's rather dependable, all these things. So there you go. Oh, here's another picture of the old flooring underneath mine. I don't know how I got in there. There's the new flooring. There's what was underneath it. I don't know how that ended up in it. So these are my nieces, Michaela and Chantel. Michaela's now in her late 20s. She's married, a PA. Chantel just finished school. She's living in Johnson. And I bribed her with broccoli to take this photo with me. So this was 2007. Oh, here's the stairs. I don't know how that ended up in here, but there you go. So this is DSMC 2007 when they got married. Dylan, Susan, Michaela, Chantel, when they got married. 18 years ago. My goodness, it's been so long. So, oh, and here's the flooring before. I'm sure, nobody wants this. No, you just had to because had to go, right? So look how gross that is. Had to go. I don't know how that ended up there. All right, so this is my cousin Britt. My cousin Britt, we're not on speaking terms because she's now on her, well, this isn't why, but she's on her third husband. When she was cheating on her second husband with her third husband, I was like, she was complaining about how mean her second husband was to her because, he cheated on her. And I said, well, what do you expect? And she's like, well, you don't know how mean he was. And I said, well, cheaters get all the negative karma they deserve. And she said, I'm never talking to you again. And that was 2012 or 13. She just caught me at a bad time. And neither of us has tried to fix it. Anyway, she's now on her third husband. Oh, and here's that kitchen with the new flooring, right? Looks very, very lovely, don't you think? Anyway, this is her second husband, Glenn, who he's not exactly mentally balanced, but he's better now, but they had, I forgot, this is a picture of a tree they planted in front of my house. The city did. I don't know how that ended up in this here. But this is their daughter. Now, Evelyn is a teenager now, so she's not that little, but they have this child. So she had to be more serious. Now, I've never actually met the third husband because we're not on speaking terms. My parents have met him, and he seems like a decent person, but there's also oddities of the relationship, but every relationship is odd. So, that's that. So, from that, can anyone think of any other things that should be on everyone's list when choosing a romantic partner? Based upon the story that I just told.
Open
Yes, go.
communication.
I
Go.
get a 20-second recap.
We're brainstorming things that should be on everyone's list when it comes to choosing considering a romantic partner.
There you
This
go.
is a speech also.
Yeah, go.
No, you can talk. I'm just saying.
How have their past relationships been?
Past, okay.
Yeah. Is it a them problem why they're always getting into relationships, or is it
Okay.
something like that?
All right, what do you got?
They have to respect you.
That's what-
Okay, we have respect of both. There we go. So what else you got?
Let's see.
Open communication or communication.
Open.
Communicating.
Don't worry, this is posted to YouTube, so you can find the video later if you want to.
Well, I don't have my glasses. I have to take a picture and read it on my phone.
Okay. What else you guys got?
Looks attractive. Okay, so those are close.
These are on
And
the right
provider.
track.
So money.
Money, okay.
They have to value you. I guess they can be respect.
Value.
Do you have loyalty on there? I feel like that's a really big one.
We do not have loyalty.
Trust. To be able to trust them. Like not only being loyal, but like trust them,
That's kinda honesty, we'll throw it up there.
yeah. Like, can you trust them with $1,000? Like, that's a big.
Oh, yeah, well, hey, if you're talking about that kind of trust, that's close.
Close?
That's close, that's close.
He's
to-
got two things that he's trying to get us to guess.
Yeah.
Two specific things.
Okay. Okay.
Any other guess before I tell you what it is?
No, tell us.
Wait, hold on, wait.
The main
So,
thing I got from it was that, the main thing I got was like multiple husbands or multiple wives and husbands.
Well,
financially
That was
mature.
literally the main thing.
financial, that's really close.
I'm trying to get close to the trust.
That's
zone.
really close. That's
Or
probably.
secure, financially secure. I
One of
think.
these is a part of that.
Okay.
Financial
Is there any
stability.
other ones that are close to the other thing?
Yeah, financial
Oh, yeah.
stability.
This is,
These two are, this one is part of those, one of them is part of this one.
Gender?
Gender?
Is that what you're trying to get?
No, well, I mean,
stable career.
stable career, that's, okay, stable career.
I
That's.
feel like stable self, like they have to be, what's the word for like, they have to be
Stable,
stable within themselves.
Self-sufficient.
Mature.
Or like mentally
Efficacy?
stable, I don't know.
Self-reliant,
Self-aware,
self-aware,
I
self,
guess. Self-awareness. Accountability. It's like a huge one.
okay, we're running out of space here, I mean, I guess.
Self-efficacy.
Sorry, I'm looking for a husband, so I know exactly what I want.
Alright. Okay, what is it? Tell us.
Alright, you guys ready?
Yes.
Alright, so,
what was the closest to one?
Financially mature, it sounds like.
that was the closest one.
Okay.
Alright, you ready?
We're ready.
Good teeth and no credit card debt.
That's like impossible in this economy.
What?
I don't think the first one's impossible. but-
Well, the no credit card debt.
Well,
If
Good
you're
teeth,
British,
good
the
teeth
first
just
one
like
might be
either
hard to
shows
find.
that you're born with them or you got money to fix them.
so
Yeah.
the reason these
Yeah.
are the two things are, good teeth means that you take care of yourself. Doesn't mean you have to be drop dead gorgeous, the looks and attraction, but it means you take care of yourself. And no credit card doesn't mean that you have boatloads of money. There's lots of rich people that don't have huge amounts of money, but they live within their means. So living within your means. So that's why. Now, like I say, I've given this presentation for many, many years, so it's changed over the years. So this would be the current rendition of it, right? And I'll show you the past ones.
You picked a photo, you weren't looking at the camera.
I wasn't.
Who is that to you?
That's Julie. Remember we looked at her.
I thought Julie had brown hair.
Well, she is wearing a wig there. Yes.
That's why I didn't recognize her.
This is for a. That's really good memory.
Yeah.
This is for a. We were at a wedding, and then there was. This is. We went somewhere after. So she was. It was a. You're supposed to dress like a 1940s,
A flapper.
1950s. So she was dressed as a flapper, and I wore my
Cute.
gray suit. So, anyway, so hair was one several years ago, and then this is Oklahoma, so you know that's a while ago, and then you guys kind of know Jenny, so Jen. So, like I say, the people have changed, but the message is the same. Probably the only one that had really no good teeth on credit card was her. She has amazing teeth, but I'm sure has credit card debt. I don't know what she's doing these days. I think she's married. And this one, I really didn't mind her teeth, but she didn't like her teeth. But she probably didn't have huge amounts of credit card debt, but she's a small business owner. And Julie earns rather well. She works at Casey's corporate, but she somehow managed to spend money.
Wait, is this your wife?
No, this is
Okay.
my partner.
Your partner in there.
Yeah, partner. So that's my parting message to you guys. Are you guys ready to do some exam review?
Yeah.
Somebody guessed
That's
good
it.
teeth and no credit.
Somebody guessed. He was sitting right there in the summer class. He guessed good teeth, no. I don't know. He might have. This is on the interwebs.
Maybe you accidentally.
Okay, is this it?
Yeah, you can close it.
You know, you